Okay. I have one.
Okay, what is it?
I think that smartphones make us smarter.
Okay.
Not dumber. I could see it going both ways,
Uh-huh.
but I think I landed on smartphones make us smarter.
I think I will say nay with a ton of asterisks.
Sure.
Because I will say, in a pre-internet mind, we would need to remember more. Like, I have such a terrible sense of direction, for one, because I rely on GPS every single time I drive.
That's true.
And I'm driving across different states, but like when people describe routes or highways, I'm like, I don't know what they're talking about. So in certain areas, I would say, oh, I'm so much more reliant on these things in terms of my, like productive parts of my memory.
And that's the nay that nags at me, where it's like, oh, are we too reliant on this technology? But I think what got me to yay is the definition of smarter. That's a good point. Start there. Yeah, so I think smarter is just a base level of intelligence, the knowledge that we know. And I think from a base standpoint, we now have all knowledge at our fingertips. And the curious person looks that up. They look it up every day. They don't know something, they look it up. And so from a teaching curiosity standpoint, which I think is such a heavy part of knowledge, and then also just knowing things, I can say for sure that there are subjects that I could talk about at length. I didn't go to school for. Nobody taught me. But because I have something at my fingertips that I can just Google or Bing or what was that old one with the dog?
You could do Cha-Cha.
Ask Jeeves. Is that still around?
Maybe.
He's a smart dude. But
yeah.
Regardless, I do think that that's what makes me say yay.
Okay. I think that this is too smart of a question for yay or nay.
Probably.
Where it's like, oh, we're going to just be able to say yes or no.
No.
So for that, screw you. It's wrong. It's wrong for this format. But I do think that, what about the idea that instead of, so while we are more knowledgeable about information, I don't think I value that as much as another kind of a knowledge. So there's like just the information that's kind of trivial that benefits us in understanding certain elements. But to your point, I do think that we are able to grow in capacities that, like, biologically, I don't think our minds have even developed fast enough to be able to, which is the global connectivity of everything.
Yeah.
Where it's like we are so intricately connected across the entire world that it might be overwhelming emotionally and physically, where we're just so drained, like physically, by all of the kinds of information bombarded. But that isn't to say that we aren't smarter. It's just to say that it does cost more.
Yes.
So I think above the trivialities of just, I know a lot about lightning and wind, which are cool, and you know a lot about, I feel like you're also more aware, and you can know everything about a specific kind of culture that will both reinforce not only the ways in which you'd be able to communicate trivially, but also the fact that you'd be able to have, conversations and be able to adapt for your own personal benefit, which is more valuable. Yeah,
for sure. And so I think, do you think still nay? Like, do they, is the intelligence gained offset by the amount we rely on the device?
So I think if we had to shorten it out, I would still say, you said smartphones have made us smarter.
Yes. The average person, I'd probably say.
I think...
Do you think not a lot of people use it the way maybe you and I do?
I would say no. I think the internet has made us smarter. I think that smartphones have allowed us to distract ourselves to death. Where I check my phone, I'm not going to be like, I wonder what's going on in this part of the world. Yeah. I'm going to be like, I need memes about, Pokemon.
Because when I thought of the question, I thought just internet. access to the information database. And that's not all a smartphone is.
Yeah.
I think that is a huge point, because I didn't take into account what most people use it for, which is looking at dank memes.
That, swiping on Tinder, none of these things are making me smarter.
Maybe you smarter.
No, I can tell you right now.
Yeah, okay.
What it is, what all of these things are, Reddit, Instagram, Twitter, all of these things are just allowing me to exemplify and put on display my own stupidity.
Sure.
Which maybe at the end of the day will make me smarter in retrospect.
Nah.
But for right now, I will have to say nah. Which is like
nah.
It's just like a nay, but like a nah, I don't know.
Let me rephrase the question.
Okay.
Smartphones.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay. Smartphones are great. I like smartphones.
Yay.
Yay to smartphones.
There it is. I should have said that. We could have saved a lot of time.